What's up guys? Today we are coming back at you with a brand new video on the TTR 125, and today's video is actually a requested video. So I was never going to make this video as of so recently because I'm definitely not a master at it, but I've had quite a few people asking me for a wheelie tutorial, so I figured why not? Fun little video, help some people out, why not? Seems like fun. So before we just start wheeling, let's go over some of the stuff. It depends a lot on your type of bike, but any dirt bike can wheelie. It doesn't matter if it's a 50cc, 450, whatever. It's actually probably better if you don't know how to wheelie if you're on a smaller bike like this, 50, 90, 110, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Just the point is, with a smaller cc bike or just a smaller bike in general, you're gonna have a lot more room to fail, where if you're on a race 450, you don't have as much room to fail, and if you do fail, you're going to get a lot more hurt than if you're on something like this. So if you're on a smaller bike like this, what I would recommend is you find a nice uphill and you just toy around. That's really all you can do. It's you pull the clutch in and you give it some gas and you let go, or if you're got a little more power, you could just give it gas. So let's get started rolling. Maybe it'll be easier to explain with some demonstration. Probably the easiest way you could do it is keep both of your feet off here, and then you just like that, just pick it up. Just get used to that front wheel. You don't want to go too crazy like that because you'll slide off and you don't have a back brake, but it's really good just to get a feel for how that front wheel comes off with the clutch. Just like that, just a little clutch pop. Little clutch pop, little hill, that's all you need. And then once you like get to a point where like, all right, I can kind of put it up, I feel like I can move on to something a little better. I got the feel for the clutch pop. What you're gonna do then is move to one foot. Now you still don't want to go crazy, especially if you're going to be using your right foot, because that's your brake foot, which is very important, but it's a lot easier to learn like this. And a big thing I want to say with it is that you shouldn't keep doing it like this, because you're going to learn bad habits that are going to hurt you down the road. But for just feeling out how it goes, it's not bad at all. Or if you're on a crooked bike like this TTR I have, it might go to one side and you have to put your foot down to do wheelies at times. Alright, so now that we got the feel for the basic pop, we're going to do the pop but with one foot up. And for me, it's easier to balance with my right foot down, but that's just me. You just got to feel it out. Alright, so now we're going to try that. And we can see it's a little bit easier to stay on the bike, where before you could feel your booty sliding off. There's that. Maybe you want to get it. And sometimes too, if you get this going really good, try picking that foot up. So you do that, and you try it with this one too. Maybe that one will feel better for you. Again, this isn't how you should be furthering it, but it's really good for learning and getting a feel for it. Another thing that's worth noting is that the slower you wheelie, the harder it's going to be, but it's the safer it's going to be, because if you're wheeling like that in first gear, you don't look too happy. If you're wheeling like that in first gear, what was I gonna say? Oh, if you're wheeling like that in first gear, you could just put your foot down. You could, if you go too far back, you could do a nice stomp and get yourself back on if you're tipping either way. Or you could just run behind the bike like this and then jump back on it and save it. Where if you're going faster, that's not really an option and you're gonna fall. Where the wheelie will be easier, but it's a lot more risky with that sense if you don't have your foot on the brake. So I definitely wouldn't do those any more than like first or second gear, especially on a bigger bike, like a actual race bike. All right, let's get out of this Nan's road. She don't look too happy with me. Yeah, so first step, no feet, just get a feel for that wheel coming up and being like secure with it. Second step, try to put a foot on. You'll be able to go a little further, you'll feel a bit more secure on it. You'll feel a bit more secure on it and be able to go a bit further. And then third step, once you get those two and you're feeling like you want to try the actual one instead of the one with the, what is it, with the training wheels, just find a nice little hill and then clutch pump. You can see that I had to take my foot off for a second, like right here, to get the balance back. And at this speed, it's no problem, because if I go too far back, I just jump up and I'm fine. But if I'm on a 450 in third gear, or any big bike in third gear, I don't have that luxury of jumping back up, so that's not really a risk you're going to want to take. Compared to this, if you're learning, you can take that risk, you can just jump back on it. Honestly, the biggest thing is just getting a feel for it. That's really it. Keep your back foot on that brake. Don't go too crazy until you're really feeling it. And two, most people, honestly, I don't know anyone that wheelies that's never crashed. So just keep that in mind. And once we do get to the feet, our next issue that we have to learn, there's people there. But our next issue is how do, we got the up part, how do we keep it from going like that, going side to side and making the front wheel go like that so you have to put it down. The way we do that is with our legs right here. But I'll do one with my legs tight in here to show you guys. So my legs are tight and I can't keep it up because I'm going that way and I'm going to crash. What you want to do is keep these legs out like this, and when you start tilting one way, this leg goes out more. So we tilt to the right, our left leg opens. We tilt to the left, our right leg opens, and that's going to keep our left to right balance. Let's see if we get that foot up and show you guys. This bike's very difficult because there's something crooked on it, but I think you guys can see it there. Let's try to get a second gear one to show you better. Oh yeah. Oh, the foot came off, but see the leg? And I've been, it takes a while, guys, so don't get frustrated. Be very careful because it's happened to just about everyone. You start to get that little bit of confidence. You're like, let me bump it up a gear. Let me try to go a little bit faster. And then you end up looping it and hurting yourself and your bike. So just take it easy. While all wheelies are fun, I think this is one of my favorite ways to do it, which I'll show you guys right here. It's get a little spin going. Not very good at it, but I could usually get a few. We'll wait for this guy to go. And so this one we just look right, go right. This one's more showing a cool trick than teaching you guys anything, but let's see. So this one my foot's dragging on the ground. Those ones are really fun. I can't do them with my legs up, but I can do them like that. Oh, let's see. This is like the perfect place you guys would want to go if you're just learning. Not too uphill, but uphill. This makes it really easy to coast. It's like when you go up a hill, that's like going with the grain. go too far back, just stomp that back brake and it'll keep you safe. That's why it's important to keep your foot on there, especially when you're learning. Let's see. Too far back, we're down. Ready, I'll show you again. You can hear it squeak though too. And then back brake, we're down. We're safe. Kept the feet on at that time, but we didn't go too far. So this is really fun to do with the one-footer. Whoa. Hit the curve with it. So yeah, guys, I think that's gonna wrap this video up. If you've ever done wheelies, this might have been, you might have been like, oh, I knew that, but some people don't. People were asking, so I tried my best there to deliver. I'm not the best at wheelies, never said I was, but I do got a little some in my sleeve. And to the people who were asking, hopefully I helped you. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys. Peace. Little bonus. Oh, see, like that. I went too far and I only had one foot on. If I was on a big bike there, she would have been looped. But since I wasn't, I was able to just run behind it and save it like that.